If you enjoy honest movie reviews and you're following along with my Star Wars series leading up to May the 4th, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next. I am covering the entire saga, with a mix of written reviews over on the website and YouTube videos here. So if you want to read and watch along, I'll leave links for everything down below. For a prequel trilogy that had a lot to prove after a mixed start, Revenge of the Sith had one job: deliver the fall of Anakin Skywalker. And not only does this film deliver, it gives us some of the best Star Wars moments ever put to screen. This is the film where the prequels finally woke up. I'm not sure whether George Lucas listened to the backlash of the previous two films, or was just more confident in this story. But this prequel trilogy ends on a high, and makes the shortcomings of the previous two feel worth it. This might be one of my favourite openings in the entire franchise. That sweeping shot dropping us straight into the space battle above Coruscant is incredible. It's chaotic, massive in scale, and it immediately feels like everything episode 1 and 2 were building towards. Watching Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting side by side to rescue the Chancellor is just brilliant. And even small moments like the Chancellor spinning around in his chair whilst watching the chaos unfold feels incredibly foreboding. It's a subtle hint at what's coming, the rise of the Empire right in front of us. And within minutes, something feels different. The dialogue is just better. The banter between Obi-Wan and Anakin feels natural. The dialogue between Anakin and Padme actually feel like a couple who love each other. And for the first time in the prequel trilogy, their relationship actually feels believable. Whether it's a stronger script, the actors being more comfortable, or the actors improvising, but it just works. After how clunky the dialogue felt in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, this is a huge improvement. It's less forced, more engaging, and it allows the characters to actually connect in a way they never quite managed before. What I think really elevates this film, though, is the manipulation of Anakin by Palpatine. Watching him slowly twist Anakin's fears, his anger, his desire for control is fascinating. It's subtle, calculated, and completely believable. And the standout moment has to be the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise. It's such a simple scene, just two characters talking, but it carries so much weight. It's the moment where you can really feel Anakin starting to slip. This film easily has the best lightsaber action in the entire franchise. There are so many standout moments: Obi-Wan taking down the Magna Guard droids, the fast-paced choreography, the intensity of every duel. It all feels sharper, faster, and more refined than anything we've seen before. And even outside of the lightsabers, the action just hits harder in this movie. R2-D2 getting involved and taking down some droids is such a great touch. It adds some fun without undercutting the tone. Everything about this film just feels bigger. The scope, the stakes, the scale, it all feels grander than episode 1 and 2. And the world building is fantastic. We're introduced to planets like Utapau, Mustafar, Kashyyyk, each with their own identity and visual style. Kashyyyk in particular stands out, seeing the Wookiee homeworld alongside the clone troopers in that unique armor that feels very reminiscent of the Endor design from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, is such a great touch. And of course I have to mention the legend that is John Williams. His score across the prequel trilogy is incredible, but here it really shines. It's operatic, emotional, and it elevates every scene. A great score can transform a film, and Star Wars has always understood that. There are also so many iconic moments. Obi-Wan's "hello there" is instantly recognizable, and even his line after taking down General Grievous, calling a blaster so uncivilized, just perfectly sums up his character. That said, this film is not perfect. The moment where Mace Windu and 3 other Jedi confront Palpatine feels a bit underwhelming. I understand that Palpatine is incredibly powerful, but the other Jedi are taken down far too easily. It would have been great to see a more intense, evenly matched fight there. And then everything changes. Before Anakin rushes to save the Chancellor in the pivotal moment where he fully becomes Darth Vader, there's a quiet scene that says everything. He sat alone in the Jedi Temple, tears running down his face, completely conflicted. You can feel the weight of everything building inside of him. This isn't just a fall, it's a tragedy you can see coming and still can't stop. From the moment he makes that decision and Palpatine gives Order 66, the tone of the film shifts completely. Watching the Jedi being executed across the galaxy is dark, somber, and genuinely impactful. You can feel the weight of the Republic collapsing in real time. And then we get the duel. Obi-Wan versus Anakin on Mustafar. This is, in my opinion, the best thing in all of Star Wars. The choreography is incredible. It's fast, relentless, and emotionally charged. It's not just a fight, it's the collapse of a brotherhood. Clocking in at around 12 minutes, it never loses intensity, and I'm on the edge of my seat every single time. Even with the Yoda and Sidious fights happening alongside it, all I want is to go back to the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin. Anakin burning in the lava is exactly how I always imagined those injuries happening. It's brutal, it's tragic, and it's the final step in his transformation. The creation of Darth Vader is chilling. That first breath in the mask is perfect, but then it's immediately undercut by the infamous It's such a strange choice, because without it, that moment would have been flawless. I do love the parallel of Vader being constructed while Luke and Leia are being born. It's a great visual representation of hope and darkness existing at the same time, and that final shot on Tatooine, looking out at the twin suns, is just the perfect way to end it. For all the flaws in the prequels, this is the film that justifies their existence. It improves on everything that didn't work in episode 1 and 2. The story is stronger, the action is better, the characters are more developed, and it finally delivers on the promise of Anakin's fall. It's not my absolute favourite Star Wars film, but it definitely is one of the top installments. There's probably a bit of nostalgia there, I won't deny that, but even without it, this is genuinely a great film. For me, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith is a 4.5 out of 5. This movie definitely finished on the high ground. If you've enjoyed this review and you're following the rest of the Star Wars series, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, where does Revenge of the Sith rank for you? Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.